Hello, this is Mr. O'Leary's grandmother here to say it's Absolute Value Day 2, and I hope you had fun with Absolute Value yesterday.
Just kidding. That is not my grandmother. That is just, again, the same old lady from yesterday that I found a Google image of. But she looks scowling. So I wanted her to scowl at you to start off your day. Not for any particular reason, just because I guess that was kind of fun. Um, but let's be serious now for a minute. So if you remember from yesterday's absolute value lesson, absolute value is always positive. What we're going to look at today is ones that are a little bit more involved, but very easy. Once you get the hang of it, can you hear me snapping my fingers? Well, I should have waited to snap my fingers because what I should have said was once you get the hang of it, it'll be that easy. So just like yesterday, we're going to go over the first 6 problems, and then I'll explain to you what your assignment is today. So here we go. So now we have 2 absolute values inside one problem with a plus sign. And look at how that cursor fits right over the plus sign, almost like it was made to fit over it. That's pretty cool. So let's look at this first one. It's absolute value of -5 plus absolute value of 7. So very, very easy. Just think of these 2 things as separate with adding them. So what's the absolute value of -5? One of you smart people said 5. And I bet more than one of you smart people said 5. And what's the absolute value of 7? 7. And what are we doing? Adding them. So it simply becomes, what is 5 plus 7? Oh, you know the answer. It's 12. So the absolute value of -5 plus the absolute value of 7 is 12. Because remember, absolute value is always positive. And then we just add them. Pretty easy, right? Any questions? Ha! Fooled you because I can't hear your questions. But you can post your questions on Google Classroom. So that was kind of a joke, but not really, because you could always post your questions on Google Classroom. So, question 2, absolute value of 3 plus absolute value of 11. Absolute value of 3 is, you guessed it, it's 3. Absolute value of 11 is, you guessed it, 11. What's 3 plus 11? The answer, 14. Right, because absolute value is always positive. And that was easy because these were already positive. So I had to think of what was the absolute value. Going here, they throw in a negative again. So absolute value of 12 is 12. Absolute value of -6 is 6. And then we're adding them. So what's 12 plus 6? You said 18 because you're so smart. All right, now I want you to think of what these answers are going to be. We're going to throw the answer in there. Absolute value of 12 plus the absolute value of -13. What do you think the answer is? You said 25, and you were correct because absolute value of -12 is 12 plus the absolute value of -13, which is 13, and 12 plus 13 is 25. Then we move on. Absolute value of -8 plus the absolute value of 9. I will wait for your answer. No, I won't because I can't hear what you're saying. But negative value of 8 plus 9 is 17 because the absolute value of -8 is 8 plus the absolute value of 9, which is 9. 8 plus 9 is 17. And then absolute value of 3 plus absolute value of 5. The answer is 8. And you know why, because the absolute value of 3 is 3, plus the absolute value of 5 is 5. And 3 plus 5 is 8. So your goal today, and again, I will post a separate Google Doc for you to put your answers in, will be this page and this page. And then that is it. That is it for today. And then tomorrow we'll jump into the digits lesson. I will be showing you the packet that goes with it that I will send to you as a PDF to help you. But we'll go over some of the first couple things in the lesson so you'll understand. So this week we'll be looking at this lesson. Any questions, post them in Google Classroom because I'll see your messages and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. But I'm also occasionally on Google Hangouts. So I might see you there too. But either way, really miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon, and I'm sure I will. So enjoy your day, work on your Google Classroom assignment, and I will talk to you soon. Trying to get to the Google. Ah, there you go. Sorry, I was late.